Satnam. Welcome to SoulFlow Yoga. My name is Amy, and this week we are experiencing the archetypal themes and energies of Gate 32, the Gate of Continuity. So what is this gate here to teach us? What might we be experiencing this week as these energies are being activated by the solar transit? Well, Gate 32 is a fear gate, and it's in the spleen. And once again, I mentioned we're spending a lot of time in the spleen up until the first part of November. The spleen is an awareness center. Gate 32 is the potential awareness for what can be transformed, what can or cannot be transformed. Now, this gate carries potential, right? It's receiving energy from the root, which is the power or the fuel, and it's turning that power and fuel into potential. And once again, the potential for what can or cannot be transformed. There is ambition in this gate. So there's a drive for ambition, and the drive is coming from that root pressure. So I also think of this drive for ambition is the drive to succeed, to be successful. What is the opposite of success but failure? So here we find the fear of failure, the fear to fail. And then that fear of failure is what drives also this desire to be successful, this desire to be ambitious. And sometimes this comes at a cost, because this is energy that makes us want to work all the time in order to reach that level of success. And how do we measure success in our capitalistic world? We measure it by how much money we make. We measure it by how many things we have. We measure it by, do we have the bigger house, or do we have the fastest car? And how do we know if we have the most money or the biggest house? We compare ourselves to somebody else. Do we compare it to our neighbors, or do we compare it to movie stars, or do we compare it to, I don't know, I think of Dubai, and like everything's got to be one much bigger, one step nicer, and there's no end, right? We're climbing the ladder, but there's no end to the ladder. The ladder is continuing to grow because we make it taller and bigger and further away. And when we are in this sort of workaholic state of mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, what are we really, are we really successful? Do we really feel successful? At what cost are we trying to gain this success? What are we forcing? What are we pushing? And what are we out of alignment with? Now remember also, the spleen center and these gates in the spleen center are very much connected to our immune system. So think about workaholic, right? Working all the time. I mean, the capacity to work hard is definitely here as well because of that drive, that ambitious nature. But once again, it comes at a cost because there's no balance with rest. It comes at a cost because we're no longer in flow with the natural flow of life. And when I say the natural flow of life, I also mean with nature. What does it mean to be in flow with life? It also comes at a cost because when we are not balancing work and rest, our ability to, remember the gate of continuity, our ability to make things continuous is being hindered. So thinking about the fear of failure and being able to stay in continuity, when we have this fear of failure, fear of, do I have enough money? Do I have enough food? Do I have enough relationships? Am I supported in those relationships? This is also thinking about ancestral lineages, and also I think about caveman times too. It's like everything was about survival of the self and survival of the clan or the tribe, right? You didn't want to be outside of that tribe or that clan because being alone meant certainly death. So we have still some of that energy living within us. It's imprinted in our DNA. But we also have this wisdom that we've hopefully gained over time. And this wisdom that says, all of this drive to acquire the things that are in this world of play, this world of form, don't really make me feel, or don't really equal success. They don't really define my purpose, because the essence of our purpose, and this is very much tied to purpose, my purpose here on this plane, is to live this beautiful life. But that doesn't mean that having all these things and driving myself every day to work until my, my knuckles are bloody is going to give me that beautiful life, that sense of purpose. You can have all the money in the world and still not feel that sense of success or that sense of purpose, right? You can have nothing and also feel that as well. But there's this balance between having enough and being in flow with nature and being able to enjoy not only the work that you do, but also the rest that you do, and feeling a sense of purpose in that place, that middle place. So the gift really is preservation of the self, preservation of the family, preservation of what it means to live a life of purpose outside of that shadowy pull into I don't want to fail, and so I've got to work harder to be a success. I've got to accumulate all these things. That means I'm a success. So really what we're doing is dropping into this idea of, what does success mean to me? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it look like in a way that is beautiful and balanced and harmonious, not only within the body, but by looking around at the world around us in nature, the world of nature. So this gift of preservation, also I think about the plant world, and we think of the mother tree and those little, I'm not sure the right word, I want to say sapling, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's that little piece of tree that grows off the mother tree that you can then take off and replant and grow another tree. And then from that, take off and grow another tree. And what does it mean to do that? Well, it means to nourish and take care of the sapling while it's, in its germination stage. It's waiting for that divine timing for when it's ready to then be planted in the ground. So there is this divine timing associated with this. Well, it's not about forcing, it's not about pushing, it's not about trying to create this timeline that is not rooted in nature. So I don't know, that's a lot to contemplate, I know. And so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to practice some breath work to help slow things down, because this is about slowing it down. Even as I'm talking, I'm thinking about this drive to do, this drive to get it done, this drive to achieve. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like the essence of who we are. And we are part of nature. So we're going to drop into some breath work. Let's just do a quick tune in to sort of set the stage here. So I want you to think this week, as you're moving through the week, Gate 32 is about slowing down. Slowing down to smell the flowers, if you will, metaphorically and literally. To really get clear on what is it, the essence of what success means to me. Not what the world around me or the illusion or the Maya tells me, but for me, all right? Bring the hands together at the heart center, closing the eyes, gazing at the third eye. Take a big inhale and exhale. Again, big inhale and exhale. We're tuning in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow down to that divine wisdom, that divine teacher from within. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale through the nose and hold the breath. And exhale, let the breath come down. Let the breath out as the arms come down, resting on top of the lap. Gently open the eyes. All right, we're gonna just begin with this beautiful mantra, mentally chanting this beautiful mantra, So Hung. When we chant So Hung, what we're really doing is we're chanting a mantra that means I belong. It's about belonging. And sometimes the shadow energy of gate 32 is about, it's like showing up angry because you feel like I don't need anybody. I can do this on my own. It's a bit disjointed, this anger. It's a bit self-destructive as also. So when we chant So Hung, we're saying I belong. I belong to everything and everyone. It is a sense of being connected to everything and everyone. So we want to drop into this idea that we aren't alone. We are not separate from the tribe. We are not going to die because of this. Like, we're not going to fail because of this, right? So just gonna let our hands rest on our laps. We're going to inhale through these very pursed lips, mentally chanting So, and then we're going to exhale very powerfully through the nose, almost crinkling the nose, mentally chanting Hum. All right, let's close our eyes and let's begin. One last time here. Just take a moment here to be silent and to be still, allowing yourself to go inward and just notice what you notice. And now we'll take an inhale and exhale, and gently opening the eyes. If your nose got a little runny, that's okay. Just let it be, all right? And now we're gonna take our hands into Gyan Mudra. We're gonna cross the wrists in front of the heart center. Doesn't matter which hand is crossed over which hand. All right, we're gonna take a big, deep inhale. We're going to, we'll take a big, deep inhale. I'm just gonna demonstrate for a moment. And with our exhale, we're going to chant Hari, 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 Har. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times. So the 3 times is Hari, 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 Har. That 3 times, all right? Then we're gonna take another inhale. Exhale as we chant Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. Inhale and start again. Okay, so the chant is Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. All on the exhale. So it's going to be a bit quick because we're doing all of that on the exhale. To take another big inhale, do it again, another big inhale, do it again. And that's a total of 3 times as well. Okay, so 3 by 3, if you will. Just do our best, okay? This is a lot, I know, but we're just gonna try and do our best to drop into this, even though it's rather quick. All right, so go ahead and our mudra with those wrists crossed. Let's close our eyes and just let the gaze be gentle. Let's take a big deep inhale, letting the belly fill up with air. Long deep breath in. And our chanting as we exhale. Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. Hari, 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 Ha. Big inhale. Hari 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 Ha Hari 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 Ha Hari 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 Ha. Inhale and chant the exhale. Hari 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 Ha Hari 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 Ha Hari 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 Ha. Take a big inhale and exhale. Let the hands come down again, resting on top of the knees. Beautiful. And that mantra, that breath work was just about dropping in to connect with our own essence, right? So part of this gate 32 really is dropping into that inner wisdom, that inner knowing, right? And what is that there for us? That's been there since before we were born. It was handed down to us from our ancestors. The truth and the purpose that lives within us, not what the world around us says that we need to do or acquire or achieve. All right, only we know truly what that is. All right, so the last thing we're going to do, and then this is going to be something that we're going to do to improve and boost the immune system. Remember, the spleen has to do with the immune system. When we become workaholics, our health deteriorates, our life deteriorates. That is sort of that self-destructive thing that happens when we're not listening to the truth of who we are, that essence, and we're in alignment and in flow with nature and our own nature. So we're going to let our hands rest again on the top of our knees, and in Gyan Mudra, which is pointer finger and thumb touching. And we're going to be doing what's called dog breath, right? So we're going to be pumping our bellies while breathing. And I just want you to think about the exhale here. And as we exhale, we bring the belly button back towards the spine. And then with the inhale, the belly relax. So it's going to look like this. So dog breath, because when dogs get, after they've like run around, right? They've had a lot of exercise, right? They come, they sit, and they pant. This is a state of bringing themselves back into a state of balance, right? A state of harmony. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring ourselves back into this state of balance and harmony. All right, so eyes are closed, sticking the tongue out. Let's begin. Just bringing your awareness to that exhale while you pull the belly button back to the spine, letting the inhale happen naturally. Close the mouth, take an inhale through the nose, hold that breath in. Exhale. One more time, big deep inhale through the nose. Hold that breath in. And exhale, let it out. Take a moment here, going inward, and just notice what you notice. If you feel tingling sensations in the hands and the feet, the arms, that's so perfectly normal. That's exactly what you should be feeling. Take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, nose, gently open the eyes. All right, we're gonna seal this beautiful practice with one long Sat Nam. So bring the palms together and begin to rub them vigorously. Once you complete this tune out, and once this video is over, I want you to just take a moment to drop into this sort of auric force field, magnetic field that you've created, and just listen. Listen to what's there for you. Listen to what is inside of you. All right, bringing those hands to your prayer pose, closing the eyes, gazing at the third eye. Take a big deep inhale and exhale. And now let's inhale to tune out. Sat Nam. Bring those hands above the head. May peace be with you. And to the third eye, may light be with you. And to the throat, may truth be with you. And to the heart, may love be with you. And may safety, security, prosperity, and grounding be with you always. Satnam. Thank you for being here. Now go enjoy this time, this peace, this stillness, and let whatever come up, whatever comes up for you, let that carry through the next remaining hours of your day. And until next time, mwah, be well.